What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Saturday's Anfield Agenda Transfer News Roundup. In today's video, I'm going to be speaking about Victor GYOKERES of Sporting Lisbon, Anthony Gordon, and Liverpool are apparently locked in a bit of a battle for Federico Chiesa of Juventus. That and lots more, my friends, over the next few minutes. As always, here at Anfield Agenda, we want to know your thoughts. Let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video, and of course, if you haven't, please do hit that subscribe button. Now, I won't be live tonight with a late night agenda, but I am recording a podcast giving my thoughts on Arne Slot's first game as Liverpool manager. I know we played against Preston, but that one didn't really count. This was Arne Slot's first game, and I'm going to record my thoughts. That will be out on all the podcast platforms later on. Until then, just a reminder, 1 week. That is right, my friends. Just 1 week to go until Anfield Agenda will be over in Cardiff on August the 2nd and in the beautiful city of Liverpool at the Hot Water Comedy Club on August the 4th next Sunday. You can get your tickets, what ones are remaining anyway, with the link in the description. I really am looking forward to catching up with you all over there. But until then, let's get stuck into the news. Right. This says Liverpool stuck in a battle for Federico Chiesa's signature. Along with Spurs and a couple of other clubs, Liverpool are thought to be interested in the Juventus and Italian international. I don't know and can't speak to the credibility of this link. I really don't. But I do think as the price tag being mentioned over the course of the summer for Chiesa, which is in and around 20 to 25 million pound, somebody is going to get themselves a bargain. If you're asking me right now where I think he ends up, well, he's always banged the Spurs to me. It's always felt like a very Spursy, Daniel Levy type signing. But he would be an interesting addition to our front line. I don't think he'd be ready to come in and start in any of the positions, but he would be good cover. So would love to know your thoughts on that one. Federico Chiesa, do you think there's anything to it? Or do you think maybe he ends up somewhere in North London? Right, I've been saying something to you guys all summer, and it's just ramping up even more so now, and that is that Liverpool's story with Anthony Gordon isn't finished. There are so many articles written this week about the situation. Today is no different, ranging from Newcastle wanting to give him a new contract, which of course I understand, and everybody would understand. Not only do they want to try and convince him that they didn't really want to sell him in the June month, where of course the PSR calculations meant that they were trying to sell him, but they also have to factor in that he's now inside the last 2 years of his deal, and it's a natural time for a club to start trying to renegotiate. The problem is, a lot of articles are suggesting his head's already being turned, his heart is already at Anfield, and it looks like that Liverpool are willing to go back in. So I'm going to go through some of the articles now, and of course always asking you guys to let me know your thoughts. Now, I'm not here to convince you that Anthony Gordon is the best signing Liverpool could make. That's something that a lot of people push back on me on. I can only tell you what I hear, what I know, or what I read. I'm not saying this will be my choice. There's many players I would probably have ahead of Anthony Gordon, but this is a legitimate strong link and we have to discuss it. So, exclusive. Talks underway as Liverpool look to negotiate for Anthony Gordon. You can see this across various platforms. Kevin Palmer said last night Liverpool have been encouraged to step up their interest in Anthony Gordon. They are believed to be weighing up a fresh offer that could include players moving from Anfield to St James's Park as part of the deal. Now, I have absolutely no idea which players could be included in any deal. We know that Newcastle initially wanted Jarell Quansah. Liverpool were having none of that. So I really don't know who Kevin Palmer is intimating, but it wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility that perhaps it could happen. I just don't know who it would be. Another one here that said strong feeling is that Anthony Gordon will complete his Liverpool switch. Like I've said, it isn't going away. Whether you like the idea, don't like the idea, it isn't going away. And Anthony Gordon is absolutely, without a doubt, somebody who I think if we don't sign this summer, there's a very good chance that we sign him very soon. It could be January, it could be the next summer window. It could even be this summer. I really don't know how this one will play out, but many articles written from many journalists have started to paint this picture of almost a date with destiny for Anthony Gordon. So again, feel free to let us know your thoughts, but a lot of them are saying Liverpool are preparing to go back in. We know the player's had his head turned. He's been speaking with his England colleagues about the fact that he'd love to move to Anfield. His agent tried to revive the deal at the end of June. So let's see what happens now in the summer. 2 more stories to go with, and the last one will be around Victor GYOKERES. But this one said Liverpool are interested in signing Daniel Malin of Borussia Dortmund. Now, this isn't a new link. We've been linked with Daniel Malin for quite a while. When he left the Eredivisie to go to Dortmund, we were linked, and we've been linked quite a bit this summer as well. I've always understood the potential versatility of a signing like Daniel Malin, but he's never really convinced me that he would be prolific. He is a hard worker. There are some attributes that I could see working in our system, but for me, I've always been a little bit dubious of the idea of Liverpool going back in to sign him. Let's wait and see what happens. There's still plenty of time in this summer transfer window, and this is one of those, I don't know, Marco Asensio type links that we see every window, but does anything ever come of it? Usually not. But who knows? We are guessing at this point, a lot of people, right? Because Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, the recruitment team, they're keeping the cards very close to their chest, and I really don't know what to expect. We know the positions: central defensive midfield, centre-back and forward, but who the names are, other than Anthony Gordon, I don't really have anybody that I can say to you guys with a clear conscience I know 100% that we are interested in. I'm going to move on to speak about Victor GYOKERES because Football Insider, and they're not the first ones, have reported a piece to say that Liverpool are set to join the race for Sporting Lisbon's Victor GYOKERES as they look to add more firepower to our attack. Obviously, we know we've got a certain Uruguayan by the name of Darwin Núñez, but he scored 43 goals in 50 appearances last season for Sporting. Yes, the Portuguese league is not quite the same standard as the Premier League, but you have to say, he knows where the back of the net is. His release clause is £86 million, but even Sporting seem to believe that that is too high, and they seemingly are open to an offer for him. It would still have to be a rather significant sum. I mean, I don't know if we're talking 50, 60 million, but it is an interesting link. It's one that I knew you guys would be interested in, so that's why I brought it to you. But what I can speak of is how strong this link is. All I can do is report the news and, of course, ask you guys to let me know your thoughts on it. Now, of course, I can't finish up the video without talking about last night, just for a second. I was really impressed by a lot of things I seen last night. Keeping a clean sheet is great by all accounts, but if I'm going to just say to you one player that stood out for everyone, and I think it's universally regarded as the right choice here, is Trey Nyoni. Obviously, he came on in difficult circumstances with Curtis Jones picking up an injury, and we of course hope that's not serious. We think it was a hamstring niggle for Curtis, but once he came on, Trey Nyoni, he lit the place up. Absolutely fantastic quality. For a young man that just turned 17, he really is one for the future. And when that future is it the near future or is it the medium term? I don't know. But you can see why Liverpool worked so hard to bring Trey in from Leicester City and why the academy thought it was a real coup when we brought him in. So, ladies and gentlemen, coup is probably the word I'm looking for, right? Coup. He's always having a coup here. We're not trying to overthrow anybody. So look, ladies and gents, I'm going to leave it there for today. As I said, there won't be any live content today because it is my day off from that. But we will be back tomorrow, 8:45. Podcast episode will be coming out later on as well. Just giving you my thoughts on last night, some quotes from the game and a few other bits and pieces. Until then, don't forget, if you want to come and see us, tickets in the description. Drop a like if you've enjoyed it. But most importantly, do please hit that subscribe button. And I will catch up with you wonderful people tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.